This is our fleet control spreadsheet. Fleet management allows you to have total control of your vehicles, as well as monitoring maintenance and spending on vehicles. You will launch and control the routes taken by the vehicles and drivers, as well as costs with tires, maintenance, and gasoline. The first step is to register the data from your fleet. On the initial screen you can click on registration, and then this is where you will register data such as the type of vehicle, the vehicles, drivers, workshops, gas stations, types of expenses, fuel used, tires, and other services. Clicking on vehicle types you can fill in data such as trucks, vans, four-wheelers, and others that you use. Back to registration you can register the other data. After completing the registration of the data you are going to use, you can make the entries of trips, maintenance, and tires. Starting with trips, you can program the start date, define the vehicle and driver for that trip, selecting from the data that has been registered. If you do not have an arrival date, the status is automatically set as in transit. Back in the trips I can do the entry of the load. Passing the trip code that I entered, automatically comes the vehicle. Then you will fill in data such as date of loading, origin, starting miles, destination, final miles, volume, weight of the load, among other data you want to inform. Besides registering the cargo, you can control the costs that were incurred during the trip, such as expenses with fuel or other registered costs such as hotel, food, tolls. Back to the menu, I can move on to maintenance, and here you can schedule and perform preventive or corrective maintenance, having control of the scheduled date, miles to perform the service, which vehicle, the type of maintenance, maintenance control, and the service performed. Data such as cost and workshop performed are also important. Back to the initial screen, finally I have the launch of the tires. First I register and identify each tire of the fleet that I want to monitor, and then I can control all tire movement through the spreadsheet, informing date, actions, and vehicles that use them. Besides other complementary data. Now that all registrations and entries of the fleet have been made, we can follow the data filled in a graphical way through the dashboard. On the left we have miles data, such as average miles per vehicle and miles per driver, miles per liter and per trip. Below the fuel consumption data, and finally costs per maintenance type. On the side are reports of registered vehicles and trips, and if there are delays with documentation it will bring them here as well. The dashboard also has graphs with month-to-month costs and the option to select the year to be analyzed. If you want more details of your fleet records, a report tab is also available, and here you can have a general analysis with all the costs, being able to filter by year, vehicle and engine. A tab for analysis by vehicle life, in which by selecting the vehicle you will have all of its travel data, loads, maintenance, and costs. And lastly the trip results, where I select a trip and can see the overall summary. This was our spreadsheet fleet control. If you are interested in purchasing, the link is in the description. Leave your like and follow our channel.